Tonight, the City of Cayce giving us an update on how they're working to highlight their community's diverse history. News 19's Peyton Lewis is in studio with a closer look at those projects.
JR, this afternoon I spoke with several people in the City of Cayce who are helping spotlight the community's Black history through a new permanent exhibit in their museum and efforts to restore several historic cemeteries.
It's a touching feeling. You know, you got a lot of kinfolks that's gone and hoping that they did something that you remember them.
After serving on Cayce's City Council for the last 20 years, Skip Jenkins says things are finally changing for the better.
I started pushing for like the Seaboard Railroad cemetery down here. You shouldn't bury your elders and forget about them because they did something.
In the last year, the city has received grants to preserve 7 historically Black cemeteries within the city, and their staff has started researching for other spots as well. Back in October of last year, the city announced a partnership with the engineering company Stantec, who gave a presentation about their plans for using ground-penetrating radar to identify more burial sites. Mayor Elise Parton says some of this work has already begun.
The Seaboard Cemetery, you were able to take that one a little bit of a step further and have some support from archaeologists to go in and do a little bit of ground penetrating radar so far to start identifying not just where the whole cemetery property is, but actually where are grave sites so that we can protect those.
And as of Thursday this week, Cayce's museum opened a permanent exhibit that will continue to display the diverse story of Cayce's history.
The thing with the permanent exhibit is that this will be changed every so often. We'll shift in new stories and new objects. That's our hope. And then the rest of the exhibits we do in the museum, where they had not incorporated any other kind of diversity in those exhibits, we're going to look for diversity to include in those exhibits, including African American history.
And for people like Skip Jenkins, who have been fighting for recognition to those who came before him, he hopes to see even more of their stories told in the future.
There's always someone that came before you. You weren't the first and you won't be the last.
And like the curator of the museum mentioned, the Cayce Museum's Black History exhibit is now a permanent fixture, and it's right at the front of the museum. Reporting in studio, Peyton Lewis, News 19 WLTX.
Peyton, thank you. The Northeast